Most guys ruin their chances with boring goodnight texts like sweet dreams or sleep tight. Forgettable, predictable, instantly ignored. But the right message? It can make her laugh, smile, even think about you all night, and still wake up with you on her mind. Today I'm counting down 6 powerful goodnight texts that separate ordinary men from unforgettable ones. Number 6, good night. If you can't sleep, you know where to find me. This one is smooth. It's not pushy. It's not needy. It's not the digital version of standing outside her house with a boombox, begging for attention. It's simple, short, and effortlessly confident. Good night. If you can't sleep, you know where to find me. Why does it hit different? Because it gives her 2 things at once: comfort and space. You're saying, "I'm here if you want me," without saying, "Please reply or I'll die." You're not forcing her hand. You're not hovering like a desperate intern waiting for approval. You're leaving the door open, but you're relaxed enough to lean back and let her decide whether she wants to walk through it. Now compare that to how most guys end the night. They stretch conversations out with dry, "What are you doing now?" texts, dragging it on like a bad Netflix series that should have ended 3 seasons ago. They think more words equal more interest. But that's not how it works. Women don't count your messages, they feel your energy. And the energy of this one says, steady, secure, self-assured. This text also makes you the safe option. Imagine she's lying in bed, wide awake, tossing, turning, overthinking. Your message is like a calm little anchor. She knows she can text you if she wants. That tiny sense of reassurance makes you stand out without you even trying. Most men screw this up by being too available, blowing up her phone, or too cold, disappearing like they don't care. You strike the perfect balance, present but not desperate. And here's the real genius. There's mystery baked into this. You know where to find me isn't just about texting. It's suggestive without crossing any line. It hints that you're not just another guy sitting around waiting for her. You're comfortable letting her imagination do the heavy lifting. That subtlety, that ability to say less and mean more, is what makes this powerful. So when she reads it, she doesn't just see words. She feels something: comfort, curiosity, intrigue, all from a single line. That's the difference between a man who texts for attention and a man who knows how to plant himself in her thoughts long after she puts her phone down. Number 5, if you wake up with a smile, you'll know who caused it. This one is sneaky, in the best possible way. It's not really about the night at all. It's about tomorrow morning. You're planting a seed right before she sleeps, and that seed blooms the second she opens her eyes. It's like slipping into her subconscious and leaving a little reminder with your name on it. Here's the psychology behind it. When someone links their emotions to you, even indirectly, you stop being just another guy in their inbox. You become memorable. By sending this text, you're casually taking credit for her smile before it even happens. And that quiet confidence, that's the kind of thing that makes her stop for a second and think, wait, he really said that. See, most men text for validation. They're fishing for a reply, starving for reassurance. They need proof she's interested. But this message flips that dynamic completely. You're not seeking anything. You're declaring something. You're telling her you're already woven into her emotions, that you affect her mood. And whether she admits it out loud or not, women are drawn to men who carry that kind of certainty. Picture the scene. She wakes up, hair messy, still half asleep, reaches for her phone out of habit. She scrolls, sees your message, and boom, there it is. A smile creeps across her face before she even realizes it. Why? Because you told her she would. That's the power of suggestion. That's how a simple line becomes an emotional anchor she carries with her the rest of the day. Confidence like that is magnetic. It pulls her in because you're not just saying goodnight. You're connecting yourself to her happiness in a way that feels effortless. Even subconsciously, she's registering, he makes me feel good. And when a woman feels good around you, or even just thinking about you, you've already won half the battle. And here's the genius part. You're not demanding a response. You're not asking her to confirm it. You're letting her imagination do the heavy lifting. She gets to fill in the blanks. Replay your words in her head and decide how much truth they hold. That freedom is what makes this text so powerful. You're not boxing her in, you're letting her curiosity work in your favor. Number 4. Good night. Let me know if I make a guest appearance in your dreams. Now we're stepping into bold territory. This isn't just a polite sign-off. This is an invitation to think about you in a way she wasn't expecting. Notice the wording. You're not asking, will you dream about me? That would be too needy. Instead, you're assuming it's going to happen. You're already planting the image of yourself in her dream world. And the twist? You want her to report back. That tiny phrase, let me know, changes everything. It makes the text interactive. It sets up a follow-up conversation. Suddenly, she's not just smiling at your text. She's thinking about what she might say back to you tomorrow. This works because it blends confidence with playfulness. You're bold enough to assume she'll dream about you, but cheeky enough to phrase it like a challenge. And women love that balance. Masculine confidence mixed with humor. Most guys text like robots. They end the night with the same safe phrases. You just invited yourself into her subconscious. That's bold. That's different. And that's exactly what makes her stop scrolling and think, damn, who is this guy? Number 3. Good night. I hope your pillow isn't jealous I'm not there. This one? Pure fun. On the surface, it's silly, but underneath, it's genius. Why? Because it takes something ordinary, a pillow, and gives it personality. You're making her laugh with an image she wasn't expecting, but you're also implying closeness. You're not saying, I wish I was there. That would sound needy. You're flipping it into a playful tease, and women love to laugh. Laughter is one of the fastest ways to build emotional connection. If she's smiling at her phone in bed because of you, guess what? You've already won. The beauty of this line is that it's innocent and cheeky at the same time. It's not crossing boundaries, but it's still planting you in her imagination. It's the perfect middle ground, intimate without being intense. Think about how this plays out. She's lying in bed, she reads it, and she literally looks at her pillow and thinks about you. That's impact. That's presence. That's unforgettable. Number 2, rest well, but don't smile too much tomorrow thinking about me. This one takes confidence to another level. You're not just saying goodnight. You're telling her how she's going to feel tomorrow. Read it again. Don't smile too much tomorrow thinking about me. That's bold. You're assuming you're already in her head. And that assumption is magnetic. Why? Because women are drawn to men who know their value. Not men who beg for validation. Not men who need constant reassurance. But men who carry themselves as if being unforgettable is just who they are. This text isn't arrogance. It's charm. Arrogance says, you owe me your attention. Confidence says, I know I have it. And that's the difference. Picture her reading this. She smiles right away because your words literally told her she would. And then she starts wondering, why is he so confident? What makes him so sure of himself? That curiosity alone sets you apart. Most guys play it safe. They're scared of being too much, but safe is boring. Safe gets ignored. Bold gets remembered. And this text is bold in all the right ways. Number 1, good night. I'll try not to show up in your dreams, but no promises. This is the crown jewel, the king of all goodnight texts. Why? Because it's playful, it's mysterious, and it plants you directly into her imagination at the exact moment she's drifting off. Think about it. She reads this right before sleep. Suddenly, the idea of you showing up in her dreams is already in her head. That's not just flirtation. That's psychological suggestion. You've put yourself in her subconscious without even trying. And here's the brilliance. You framed it like it's out of your control. No promises. That tiny phrase creates intrigue. You're not forcing it, you're teasing it. It's cheeky, it's confident, and it sparks curiosity she can't quite shake. Even if she laughs and thinks, who does this guy think he is? You win, because she's thinking about you, and that's the entire point. Women don't remember the men who play it safe. They remember the ones who made them feel something. And this line, it makes her laugh, wonder, and imagine all at once. That's why it's number one. Here's the truth. Goodnight texts aren't about words. They're about emotion. They're about planting yourself in her imagination so she feels something every time she sees your name on her screen. Most men text for attention, but unforgettable men text to create experiences. They know how to blend humor, confidence, and intrigue in a way that makes women feel alive. So next time you're about to type sweet dreams, stop. Remember this countdown. Choose one of these 6 and watch the difference. Because ordinary men send texts that are forgotten. Extraordinary men send texts that linger. Now go try one tonight and then tell me in the comments which one you used. And if you want more ways to stand out, hit subscribe for more. Because being unforgettable isn't luck, it's skill, and you've just learned how to master it.